Welcome back. Well, Ohio Valley Wrestling is making a stop right here in Lexington on Friday at the Manchester Music Hall.
And today, wrestler FLO, who says, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Yeah. He joins us to tell us a whole lot more. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Look, you messed that up really bad. Come on. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
There we go. All right, you got it. Okay. Here you are.
Can't take you nowhere.
I know, right? I know. Well, we are so honored to have you on the show here, and we love seeing all of y'all come around. But this go around, you're going to be right here in town, in Lexington.
Absolutely, and this is not our first go around in Lexington. We actually spend a lot of time here in Lexington. Now, this will be our first go around at Manchester Music Hall. The place is going to be rocking. There's going to be a lot of fighting. The fans, it's going to be off the hook. We're going to blow the roof off the place Friday night.
Whew, I'm so excited. Okay, now I have to backpedal just a little bit because I was told that you were also in the wrestling documentary that's on Netflix. Because of that, how has the fame been? I mean, so many people have seen it. Did you grow tremendously since then, or a lot more people starting to recognize you?
Well, I mean, it was good before, but it has taken that next step. It's kind of evolved into something that you can't really control. But you know what? When I got into professional wrestling, this is actually what I signed up for. So, you know, I take the good with what I would call the bad, and it hasn't really been any bad.
Yeah. Well, when did you first start? How did you get into wrestling?
I've been wrestling for a long time. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. I actually got my start here in Kentucky. Of course, I'm from Louisville. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a long time, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe my first wrestling match was here in Lexington. Wow. 20 some odd years ago. I'll just leave it at that. So, you know, Lexington is a stomping ground of mine, and I enjoy Lexington, and Friday night is going to be no different. Like I said, in Manchester Music Hall, we are going to blow the roof off the place. It's going to be off the hook. Right. You should come out.
All right, tell us what's on the card for that night.
Well, we have our national heavyweight champion, Mr. Spectacular, Jesse Goddard. He'll be facing the NWA heavyweight champion, EC3. That one itself is worth the price of admission. Myself and my tag partner, Mahabali Shira, of course, he was in the Wrestlers Netflix documentary as well. We're going to be taking on the OVW Tag Team Champions, Certified Luke Curtis and Immaculate Joe Mack. We're going to beat the puke out of those guys. It's going to be a good time, and you fans are not going to want to miss it.
So I do have a question. Is there anyone that you have not had an opportunity to wrestle with that you are looking forward to in the coming years, or that you would like to wrestle?
There's a lot of guys that I would like to wrestle. But I take them as they come. I've been fortunate in a long career to be able to wrestle a lot of the guys that I grew up watching. Bill Dundee, Jerry Lawler, you know, Jeff Jarrett, Dutch Mantell. I've been fortunate enough to be in the ring with those guys. Most recently, guys like Al Snow. You know, if my list ends right now, I am completely satisfied. But guess what? It's not ending. It's not ending anytime soon.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's such an entertaining thing to go and to watch wrestling match. I've been watching it since I was a kid, and I can only imagine you being able to get out there and to go, you know, toe to toe with some of those guys.
Well, that's what you do. You go toe to toe. You know, a lot of people have a lot of preconceived notions about professional wrestling, but I tell you, until you're there, until you're up close and personal watching it, you really do not appreciate what you have to go through as a professional wrestler. It's not an easy sport.
You know, a friend of mine still wrestles as well regionally too, and what he said, get in the ring and just fall down, and I fell down, and it hurts.
There are no springs. You have very little padding. It is a metal frame covered in wood. You know, the cables hurt. Just, you know, being on the ropes, being around the ropes, everything hurts. You know, I don't know if you ever get used to it. You know, eventually you kind of just like forget the pain, but you don't really ever get used to it, and they always say, you know, if you're going to do it, don't quit, because once you quit, you're in trouble.
See.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
So much for being here. Don't forget to go to the website ovwrestling.com for more information.
Absolutely.
Cash, it was such a pleasure.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you very much.